Hey guys, and welcome one and all to episode 10 of TeleworkPH, the TeleworkPH Outsourcing Podcast, a podcast dedicated to the benefits of outsourcing, keeping a positive mindset, some business advice, and the many ways outsourcing some of the non-core aspects of your business can help you scale up quicker, and at the same time, you'll be helping our mission to make an impact on poverty here in the Philippines. I'm BizDev Jeff, your host. Thank you for joining, and a sincere thank you to all who have been listening and who have subscribed to the podcast and the YouTube channel and who have been following my content on LinkedIn. Now, of course, if you want to find out more about us, what TeleworkPH is all about, go on and hop on over to www.teleworkph.com or catch me on LinkedIn. Just search BizDev Jeff or the hashtag BizDevJeff. All right, so moving on, I just got out of a call with a prospective client who was considering outsourcing her company's support staff with us. Now, we had a great time talking about the ways her company can benefit from outsourcing with TeleworkPH, and I have to say she went away happy and armed with a lot of info to help her make her final decision. And between you and me, I think she's already decided. She just wants to let me stew for a while. However, during the call, she asked one important question. And that question was, she asked me, what do I actually get when I outsource? And that got me thinking. Many business owners and entrepreneurs may not know exactly what they get when they outsource to the Philippines with companies like TeleworkPH. There's a huge difference in outsourcing with a BPO partner like us and just picking a few people off Upwork. The idea or concept is the same, but some that I talk to are actually shocked that our rates are not more competitive with freelancers on those types of platforms. Now, I'm in no way saying that you can't find amazing, high quality and experienced individuals through, Upwork and freelancer.com and places like that. And if you or, anyone you know is looking for part-time help or to have one-off projects completed quickly, I encourage you to go ahead and check out the freelancers on Upwork. Just keep in mind that the freelancers on Upwork normally work from home on their own equipment, and in many cases are juggling several projects at once. There's no way of telling how well they will perform. They've not had any kind of pre-screening, nor do they have any supervision. Also, it can be a gamble not knowing how up-to-date their hardware is. Now, it's not my intention here at all to turn this into an Upwork versus office setting BPO debate. I just merely want to point out that BPO companies take things to the next level. Like I said, Upwork is amazing for short-term projects or even part-time assistance, but if a company is looking to build an effective, experienced support staff, in my opinion, it's much better to go with an office setting BPO. Now, let's say that you are a company that's just starting out on a shoestring budget, but you need a support staff. What are your options? Well, before that, there's a few questions you need to ask. Do you know anything about customer support? And I'm not trying to be funny here. Do you have the space for a support team? Do you have the budget to purchase computers, desks, chairs, servers, cybersecurity, etc.? Is your company global? Do you want 24/7 support, which I highly, highly recommend? Do you have time to properly train people on how to do support? Are you prepared to invest into soft skills training and emotional intelligence or EQ training? Do you want experts in giving amazing customer support at a lower cost? And shouldn't you really be doing other things like focusing on the core aspects of your business? Now, if you have an existing support team, some questions you might want to ask are you ready to scale up? Do you want somebody to cover your support on nights and weekends? Do you want more support staff on to make sure your customers get the best possible care? Do you have the space and equipment to expand? Do you have the budget to expand? Can you move some of your high-performing support individuals into leadership positions and outsource the vacancy? Do you want to take a huge chunk out of your overhead? And this list of questions can go on and on and on. So once you've decided to investigate and you give old BizDev Jeff here a call, you may be surprised to learn how much of a headache can be solved by outsourcing your support staff with TeleworkPH. Now, I can't speak for all of the other call centers and BPOs in the Philippines because there's over 800 of them. But I can tell you what you'll get from me and what you will get from TeleworkPH. First of all, one of the questions I always get is, do you charge setup fees? No, we do not charge any setup fees. To be completely transparent, we do charge a 1-month security deposit on the hourly agent rate, and that's it. And that's what it is. It's a deposit. You get that back should we ever part ways, minus any unpaid agent hours, of course. There are no hidden costs or fees. Everything is neatly packaged into the agent hour. The only other costs to you would be any special software we would need to purchase, any overtime, and incentives or bonuses, which are completely up to you and optional. And that's it. At the end of the billing cycle, which is usually net 15 or net 30, we shoot you out an invoice for the hours worked, and then you pay it. We make it easy. So now I mentioned the agent hour, and that's the question that everybody wants to ask is, hey, BizDev Jeff, what's included in the agent hour? And that is an excellent question. Let's take a quick look. The first thing, of course, is the agent or the agents, your staff. Yes, we have high-quality college graduates who speak amazing English for a fraction of the cost in the West. Why? Well, as I've explained before in other podcasts, the cost of living here in the Philippines is just plain cheaper. That's it. But that doesn't mean the high-quality talent works for peanuts. They've gotten their education and gained their experience and deserve to be paid a salary accordingly. However, that salary is still going to be less expensive than in places like the US, the UK, and Australia. Now let's take a look beyond the agent. There needs to be someone or a team of people to do the following. You got to source the agent, interview the agent, take care of all necessary paperwork, take care of their payroll and their scheduling, continually train the agent, retain the agent, handle any and all government taxes, benefits, vacations, and others. These are tasks handled by our amazing human resources department. So the above is another set of tasks that we take care of that you don't have to. Now, as far as interviewing the agents, you are totally free to interview the agents we recommend and source for your account. In fact, we encourage it. It's a great way to make sure you choose the right personalities and the people for your company culture. However, on the converse of that, if you would like us to just place agents we feel would be best suited, that's perfectly fine as well. Let's see, what else do you get? The space. Many growing companies run out of real estate quickly. We have plenty. And in that space, we have the next thing. Computers, desks, chairs, and other essential equipment. Now, if you're a follower of my content, articles, podcasts, YouTube channel, you have most likely heard me harp about this. However, I sincerely think it is something worth mentioning over and over and over again. I just had a call last week, as a matter of fact, with a business owner who specifically said to me he doesn't want to have to go through the hassle of having to buy all of this equipment plus maintain it and rent the space. So yes, in your agent hour, you get the computers and hardware. Now, of course, these are not yours to keep. However, they are also not your responsibility to maintain. The outsourcing partner takes care of all of that, which leads me to the next thing you won't have to worry about, and that's an in-house IT department. All the maintenance, repairs, or any issues with the computers or equipment is handled by us, and our IT team is in the office 24/7. So if an issue arises mid-shift, no worries. It's taken care of. If it can't be fixed immediately, say like a broken computer, blue screen of death, then we just switch it out. It's that simple. Cybersecurity is another concern, especially if you have sensitive data like payments or other essential information. Plus, there are updates and upgrades that need to be handled. We got all of that covered and just another thing included in your agent hour. And there's a lot more added in. We have an amazing training department that not only trains for customer support, but hones in on soft skills and is always available for continuing education. Also, we keep a close eye on trends so you don't have to worry about it. And we're not afraid to offer suggestions to help streamline processes. Now, what else is included in your agent hour? The Philippines. Yep, that's right, the island nation itself. You'll make some great connections and even gain some friendships. You'll have a reason to vacation in tropical Southeast Asia, learn about the culture, come and taste the amazing food, check out the interesting history of the Philippines. And the greatest thing included in your agent hour is you'll be able to talk to me, BizDev Jeff, anytime you want. I'm just kidding. And that will wrap it up for this episode of Telecast PH. I've been BizDev Jeff, your host. Thank you for listening. And of course, if you want to find out more about TeleworkPH and how we can help your business scale up quicker, hop on over to www.teleworkph.com or catch me on LinkedIn. Just search BizDev Jeff Thompson or the hashtag BizDevJeff. I'm also on Twitter and Instagram. Just search the hashtag BizDevJeff. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to the podcast. And if you're on the YouTube channel, hit that notification button so that you'll be notified of when I put up new content. Take care, everybody. Be safe. This is BizDev Jeff, signing off.